there's a rank of spirit, the principalities, powers, and so forth. These are not the highest to the lowest rank. This is the lowest listed to the highest.
Oh, really?
Principalities are not the highest spirit. They're called the chief spirit. The one, watch this now, who begins the attack. It's the one who begins. So the dragon works with the spirit called principalities. Principalities carry the aspect of the enemy known as the dragon. And their job is to pull your gaze away, to just turn your gaze where you're not single-minded on the word anymore. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So,
it does.
So it's to pull your gaze off. And when your gaze gets off, you can still see over here, but not as clear. And I want to tell you something. It takes 1,000 principalities to pull one believer's gaze off.
Really?
1,000 of those to pull the gaze off of a believer. That's how much bigger you are than a demon in the spirit world. Remember when Legion, the man we call Legion, had a legion of demons, 6,000. Well, that shows you one spirit of a man is big enough to hold 6,000 spirits. And yet he still had enough mind to fall down and worship Jesus.
Amazing.
So think
Amazing.
about that. So you start fighting when your gaze gets pulled off. Now, here's the first thing. Once they pull your gaze off, then you're open for the next phase of the attack, which are known as a class of spirit known as powers. Powers. Powers carry the aspect of the enemy known as that old serpent. Remember, it's the dragon, that old serpent. Now that word, that old serpent, is a rank of spirit. They carry that rank of spirit carries this aspect of the enemy. That old serpent means one who is artfully malicious, one who dreams up ways to cause you pain, to hurt you, comes up with creative almost ways to cause you pain. Not really creative, but you understand. He's trying to cause you pain. And it takes 1,000 rank of spirit known as powers to carry that aspect to cause you pain. And what that pain usually comes from, it can come from anywhere, but what it usually comes from are those close to you, those in family or those in your church, those that are around you that can hurt you, those that can emotionally drive you down, depress you. And so you couldn't see it coming because your gaze was off. So when your gaze got off, it opened up for this rank of spirit to bring the aspect known as that old serpent to you. Now you can't see straight and you're in pain. Imagine this now. Then as soon as that happens, the third rank of spirit comes. And he carries the part of the enemy known as the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, the diabolical liar. He comes now, and the third rank of spirit known as the rulers of the darkness of this world. Darkness means, it's a Greek word that means to make something really look one way when it's another way. You obscure things, hide things. Well, that goes with the liar, the devil. So now you can't see straight. You're wounded and hurt. And then he starts lying to you. He starts telling you all these lies, how you're no good, how this happens, how God is causing this in order to teach you something. And all this just starts bombarding you. You can't resist it because you can't see right and you're in pain. Now you're easily lied to, and it takes 1,000 of these spirits in each rank to get you to this place. Now you're locked in battle with 3,000 demonic spirits at one time. Wow. And you're trying to fight this thing, resist this thing. And if you wasn't so big in the spirit, you would have collapsed already. But you're in the image of God. Then once you're being lied to and you start thinking things like this, nobody loves me. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And your countenance is fallen because you can't see straight. You're hurt. because those closest to you hurt you. And now you're being lied to. You're open for the fourth phase of the attack, which is spiritual wickedness in high places. This is where the aspect works with the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and the last one, and Satan. Now you're dealing with a fallen angel. You're dealing with an entity that has moved in for the kill. He's there to destroy you now. And there's 1,000 of them moves in order that works with you. Works with the enemy against you. And now you're locked in mortal combat with 4,000 demonic spirits. And you're